learning curve, turning into this Natalia comp at the very least, just to get a little bit of lockdown in that form of silence. And it works well against Brody as well. So it all works out at the end.
Yep, looks like Brody going to the final lock-in for Todak here. Looks like Geek Fam did indeed try to focus down on banning as many marksmen away from Chiku as possible with the Yi Sunshin and Roger ban, leaving Brody as one of the few remaining valuable heroes. But we do know that Chiku plays this hero well. It is one of his most played heroes in the tournament so far, so he should be able to perform. Geek Fam, an interesting lineup here, and it does look like we're going to see Zorn play on the Natalia again. We've seen him play this before, but I don't think his performance was exactly the top form for this hero, so we'll see whether or not Zorn is going to be able to pull off that position today. This is going to be the very first game of day 2 of the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss a second of it. It's gonna be Todak versus Geek Fam.
Well, before we get into the serious mode of the game here, quick prediction, guys.
I'm still leaning more towards Todak on this one. However, the composition coming in from Geek Fam, slightly better.
Yeah, I'm liking Todak a bit more here. The Geek Fam lineup is pretty solid, but I think Todak has heroes that they're comfortable with playing, so we'll see exactly what happens.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here we do see an early harassment coming in from Todak and Geek Fam. Dominance getting dropped pretty low as well. They have Zorn coming for a little bit of assist here, but they didn't exactly do too well here. Meanwhile, Todak, they're going to be sleeping this fight here. Zorn is going to try and mess around with Chiku here. Looks like Zorn is going to be out of position here. Moi actually missing the Tyrant's Revenge here. Zorn is going to be out of position. Is he going to escape? Looks like he is. Down to his last take. He's going to running through the turrets as well, but the Siege Minion, is he going to die? It's one hit left, but Moon will go in for Flicker and get the first blood. There's going to be a lot of space created, but still, money worth coming in from Todak.
No, this is a big win. Look, Maima's already level 3, Chiku's only level 2, 2 Flickers down. Like, Zorn was able to get a lot of value off of that one play, allowing the rest of the team to kind of open up the map a little bit more. And it doesn't mean that, again, Natalia...
Oh, no.
There we go. Instant value coming in from Zorn's sacrifice. Matilda already finding the first pick. His Art's there to back him up to slow down the onslaught for the rest of the team. Zorn continued to be frustratingly annoying.
So, I have a question for you guys. Do you think double retribution is the thing now? Because that's what Geek Fam has on their side. Zorn has retribution for some reason here.
I mean, it's to steal and to disrupt, man. It makes sense. And especially if he's going to be annoying, he can't be giving too many of those kills over to Todak.
That's the thing about Geek Fam, right? Like, they're playing this as a support Natalia, and support Natalia, they don't exactly have a lot of net worth here. Retribution kind of caps his level, and also minimizes his HP or EXP gain heading towards Todak, so that's pretty much the idea that's going through his line. However, we are going to be seeing the fight here as well here. Moi actually missing out the stuns here, so Todak, they're going to be a very, very rough position. Meanwhile, Arts is keeping in check here. He's thinking about finish on Moi. He might actually go down here. He's down to his last health, and a fantastic stun coming from Chiku saves his life, and Geek Fam is gonna be back in the safety of the gliding wing coming from Dominus.
God, I love how annoying this is.
Go down, but it looks like the fight is gonna continue with Mai getting yet another kill. Moon gonna have to back off there. Momo will recall as well, but they will lose Chiku there. Already 0 kills, 2 deaths at this point. Definitely not the performance he's hoping for, but that is of course our first blood bounty. This is a reminder for y'all, if you guys are buying Mac Delivery anytime soon and you spend 50 ringgit, make sure to use the code MPL Nuggets to get 6 free nuggets on top of your order.
Yep, I mean, Chiku is really gonna have to use that code because right now he only hit his level 4 to Maima's level 6. Zorn has been an absolute menace. Chiku, he might be going down again. Zorn almost gets him. He goes quickly into the spark, but Dominus will secure the kill with the Soaring Eagle, trading off Zorn in the process. Dominus doesn't mind dying here, but he will try his best to get on out. Brilliance comes on through. Dominus tries to get up a 4-mace, secures the kill. Moi now in trouble as Panda peels off the rest of the team. Maima will deter 4-mace, and oh no, he won't deter 4-mace. He doesn't even care. He goes straight on in, but backs away finally.
Yeah, that's going to be a really, really tough fight there coming from Todak. And considering that they've lost so much on Chiku here, they need to somehow find it and make space coming from Chiku. And Zorn is just not making it easy for him here. Despite playing a supportive role, he's 0-3 and 2. He's doing a fantastic job and just making sure that Chiku does not farm very efficiently.
I mean, look at that. They both have the same KDA. Like Chiku, level 5, Maima, level 7, 2 levels down. Barely can farm half the time because Zorn just keeps stealing away camps.
This is proving to be a very difficult situation for Chiku here, and we have to recall, Brody, the early game is his strongest point. He needs to make something happen with his farm so that he can really come online in the mid game here. Zorn in trouble, gets caught with the Tyrant's Rage. Will he go down? Yes, he will. Torn apart memory, secures the kill on the Natalia. Maima now in trouble, Darkening doing a lot of damage, but he will be able to retreat with the Death Sonata. Art's going to be able to peel them away just a little bit. Momo doesn't quite get enough. Oh no, he does. We'll start to see if he can pull Arts over, but I don't think he's gonna get a kill onto the Uranus. But who is getting killed here? Will it be Dominus? Yes, it is. The Matilla goes down. Panda's in the middle of things. The Tona's welcome. Catches Chiku. Goes down real low. He finds the kill onto Brody. Yet again, Moy dropping really low. Zorn finds the kill as well onto Moon. And now Momo and Formays need to make a hasty retreat. Will he get out? Oh! Going for Maima. Will he get him? No. The missile expert will push him back, and then Arts gets the kill onto Formays.
This has to be one of the most bloodiest games. 7 kills. Oh, Zorn gets glue as well.
My God.
13 kills at 5 minutes into the game.
You know, that was a clutch moment coming from Panda. Panda was just soaking up so much damage and dishing out as well. Todak did not realize how hard this barrage is actually hitting in most of these team fights here. Formays, he could have gotten the kill coming from Neymar, but at the same time, it was Panda that clutched out most of these fights alongside with Zorn to be able to sustain their way through and just deny Todak any sort of rotation here. It seems like Todak, they're bleeding hard in this first game.
Yeah, they're bleeding so hard. And the question is whether or not they can actually come back from this. And initially, Geek Fam were kind of giving up quite a number of kills over to Todak, which made them look real good. However, Panda was able to kind of bulwark the defense there to kind of pull it back in terms of kills. Now, 7-6, not too far apart. Gold, however, is where you see the big difference. 3K 6 minutes into the game. Small lead, but with pro teams, 3K can go a long way.
Yep, and as of now, Chiku, he might get scouted out here. Zorn immediately goes for the retribution, tries to slow him down, but Moy is there to provide the assist. Zorn will be taken down, so that's going to be a little bit of economy heading into Chiku, which Todak requires them to do, so they need to babysit him for those farm. And with this play right here, it's going to give them a little bit more space. Meanwhile, Geek Fam, they have to retreat here without the help of Zorn. They can't have any sort of hard lockdowns. Meanwhile, Neymar going to popping this up. That's more on ultimately try and zone them off. Todak, they don't care. They're focusing on the turrets, and that's going to be the objectives gain coming from Todak.
Fundamentals, they're just making sure they don't mess up their fundamentals. Take the tower, don't sacrifice another kill. It's a small amount of gold, a small price to pay, but as long as you're not losing more than that, it's going to be fine. Now, top side, exposed wide open, 22 more seconds until Turtle comes. So, Geek Fam cracks top side, continues to push, will take the beetle, and then rotate back to mid.
Geek Fam performing really well in this game right now, and this Natalia pickup proving to be a thorn in the side for Todak. Looks like they're trying a gank here. They see Chiku. He goes down straight away, absolutely targeted. There's another finds Momo in the back as well. Bouncing ball has to be used by Moy to get away. Flicker as well, as Maima is breathing down his neck. 2 more kills go to Geek Fam, and Chiku is just not catching a break here. Zorn in trouble. Formays chasing Natalia down. Turret will go down for the side of Geek Fam in the top lane. Panda with the flicker, and then the Toda's welcome. Gets the stun onto Formays, but he's alive with just a little bit of HP.
Zorn.
Is he going for it? Oh, the play by Formays. Zorn not realizing that he would be able to come back and get the kill, but Zorn is definitely not an important kill for Todak right now. He's basically playing that support role here. A death on him is not going to affect them too heavily.
Oh, what a clutch execute coming from Formays here to actually take him down. With that play here, he's going to have a little bit more breathing room, but still, they are still bleeding. They need to find a way to stop it up right now, because Maima, he's level 13, he's 3-0-2, as Chico is only level 10, he's 3 levels behind him.
3 levels or not, I mean, he needs to figure out a way to drag this game out to at least 12 minutes where he gets closer to level 15 at the end. For Arts, he's continuing to be annoying, but you can see more. He's trying to set something up here. Unfortunately, he's going to get locked down by Panda. And Panda, Daytona's welcome onto Moy. The fight continues as they're trying to hide over the wall. Chiku can't seem to move as Zorn locks him down. Torn apart memories as well, pulling through. But now, Panda still holding on. Dominus allowing with the guiding wings to allow them to get out to Formays. He goes down. No eye for an eye. Moon forced to flicker out of there. Ionic Ants with the help of Maima is going to take him down.
Oh my god, what a play coming from Geek fam there. Moy tried to set things up. Unfortunately, say Todak, they're just so under level. They don't exactly have the damage actually to deal with this team fight here. And because of that, Geek fam, they are gonna push forward here. But Todak, as of now, they're bleeding even harder. However, you guys witnessed the maniac coming in from Geek fam. Hashtag rise up with your most creative comment and stand a chance to walk away with a random special skin.
Oh, this is not going well for Todak. Not one bit. Panda, he's slowing people's down, but again, this is the two tankiest members on the side of Geek fam. So hold on, Moon. Finally, the damage dealer is here. Chaos Assault with the help of Chiku takes down one. Panda goes, but Arts, he's got to keep on running. Momo will give chase, but at the end of the day, do they really need to deal with the Uranus? No, they do not. They're just going to give it up, control bot side, and stick together as a unit.
That's going to be Panda's very first death of the game. The Barrage has been quite a pain to deal with for Todak so far. Now they're playing around the bottom side. They want to get this tier 1 tower. Should be able to get it with 4 members of Todak here. Arts doing his best to try and defend, but this tower should be going down. At this point, 10 minutes into the game, losing a tier 1 tower, not too bad. Geek fam still looking very healthy. They're 3 towers up over Todak here. And Chiku now 4 levels down below Maima here, looking to be not doing well for Todak.
Oh, Geek fam trying to force a fight against Todak, knowing that they are at their weakest right now. And Todak, they have to realize this here. In terms of tankiness, they've got it, but they're just lacking the damage coming in from Chiku, and they need to buy even more time for him. Maima's level 15, Chiku's only just hit level 12 here. Todak, if they force a fight right now, and is most probably is not gonna go well for them here. Meanwhile, Geek fam, they are threatening the Lord again, forcing them to come to issue here. It seems like they have a rough idea what's going on here, but can Todak make this play here? Lord's down to us half HP. They are gonna force a reset, but Geek fam, they are gonna momentarily back out for now. Todak, they cannot make any sort of plays here, but Moy looks like he's gonna make it a start here. They don't want to welcomes him instead. He's gonna be the first one to step, but from behind, they jump the backline. Maima comes up online, he finishes on the Kufra, and he survives with that guiding wind coming from Dominus, and he's still alive. Todak, they're struggling, they can't do anything, but looks like Maima will play the safe card. He's gonna back off momentarily here. Meanwhile, the rest of Todak are gonna run up, but here comes Zorn! Here comes for Chiku! He's gonna drop really low. Can they take him down? They're diving in, but Chiku still survives and shuts down Zorn. And just like that, Todak prevails, and they are gonna be at a stalemate for now.
That was a 2-for-2 trade for both teams there. Zorn almost got the cheeky kill onto Chiku, but it looks like the Brodies finally got some items under his belt, and that kill is going to make a big difference, allowing him to catch up. Now he's only 2 levels behind Maima compared to 4 from earlier there. Very well played, but a great guiding win save from Dominus as well. Maima was so out of position, but he got just a free pass all the way back behind his team.
To be fair, Maima did get jumped. I think that was one of the best plays Maima has done this season alone. He made sure he made it work for Maze. Eye for eye, but Dominus should be taking care of him with the Wisp. Good timing for Maze, but not enough to protect him from Wisps. Now, 1 man down, 4v5. Lord already being started. Do they find the pick onto Dominus? Dominus now in trouble as Chico takes him out with a torn apart memories as Momo peels off the back line. Maima cannot get in. Panda now in trouble. The Chaos Assault finds its target. Arts has to back away. Mid wide open. Zorn knows what to do.
They finally found the opportunity that they have been looking forward to here. However, Zorn going to be using his smoke screen here to try and snipe away this tier 3, and that's going to be an easy one coming from Geek fam. However, the Lord is still threatening here. Maima goes for the cut. They takes down the glue. They're diving on him. Chico is still strong, but Maima says otherwise. They're going to be trading blows after blows, and Chico will come up on top. But where is Zorn? Zorn is so far. He can't catch up. The rest are down coming from Geek fam, and Zorn laying for the perfect trap. Is it going to be enough? He does the damage, but he doesn't want to come in. Todak, they are going to try and threaten the Lord once again. Dominus has to make some sort of play. Moon will get the full recall out, and Todak says we cannot afford to risk this, and that's going to be a stalemate. But somehow Todak has done it. They pulled it back. They still keep things alive, and now Geek fam, they have to be very cautious in their next move.
Remember that 3K goal lead that I mentioned like, what, 5 minutes ago at this point in time? No, 6 minutes ago. It was at the 7-minute mark. Oh my goodness, it has not changed at all. Geek fam continue to hold the lead, but Todak just refuses to go down. Forme is getting some good damage onto us that tier 2. Zorn cannot be too angsty for this. He's in trouble now. Formaze now trying to get on out away from Maima, away from Arts, away from Panda to buy more time for Todak. He's done so well, and finally he goes down, but at what cost?
This is a typical Chiku play that Formaze tried to do for the team, making space for Chiku to get some farm, and he's finally hit his timings here. Chiku level 15, but is it a well worth cause? Because now Geek Fam, once again, they are going to try to force a fight down towards the Lord Pit. Is it going to happen here? Meanwhile, you can see the rest of Todak, they are reacting, but little did they know, Zorn is right behind, looking for Chiku on the minimap as well. You can see from behind, it is going to be stalemate, but Zorn, he's going to back out from the back lines. Meanwhile, the rest of Geek Fam, they're trying to regroup with him, but seems like it is going to be an unsuccessful attempt coming in from Geek Fam.
Maima already has his Winter Trunkian as well, so if Todak tried to jump on him now, he does have a way to save himself just a little bit. Momo kind of out of position here. The rest of the team isn't around to back him up. He's just trying to scout out, make sure he keeps an eye on how much health the Lord has left so that his team can come in and try and stop this attempt if possible. Moon and Moy coming in to join him as well, but it looks like this is going to chase Geek Fam off of the objective. I think it's unlikely that the teams are going to try and contest this for now.
Yeah, it's a very, very close battle here. Like, Lord is going to be the ones that jeopardizing the way, but off the screen, off the current map that we're seeing as well, if you look at the mini-map, there's just so much happening coming from Zorn as well as Formaze, constantly cutting off the creep waves, making sure that either team's not going to be able to benefit from this Lord too much. So they are messing them around, but they need to know that Zorn needs to die from the side of Todak, whereas Geek Fam, they have to just shut down Chiku. Zorn, he has his items, he's level 14 for this support. He's slowly going to hit a little bit hard here, but it looks like Geek Fam, they are going to force the fight. Here comes the silent coming from Moon. Early brilliance here to back out. Momo going to be taking away a little bit of aggression here, but can he sustain? Where is Chiku when they need him? They are poking a little bit more, but Todak, they want to re-engage. A massive Tyrant Rage catches them on and took one, but do they have the damage? Here comes Formaze going from behind. They take them all out, but somehow they're not dying. They're so low. Zorn comes in for the finish. They're crumbling. Todak's in trouble. They lose all four. Momo's going to be left, and he's going to try and make it out alive. He wants to take Panda down with him. Can he do so? Seems like he will. It's down to his last tick. Last health. Can he survive? No. Yes, he will. But at the same time, the damage has been done. He's only up left to Momo, and Zorn, he's got the damage. He's making work onto the tier 3. Geek Fam, they're trying to take the game 1 against Todak. And what can they do? Here comes Momo. He's down so low. They need to buy 10 seconds here if they want to make things work. Zorn, he's trying to force the issue, but he's so low. Momo, he's taking too much. He needs to sustain his way through. But look at this. He's holding up the creep wave. He's just making sure that it doesn't go towards the crystal. Momo dragging a little more time. But guess what? Space has been created. Moon and Moy are back online.
Beautifully played by Momo there. An excellent defense in a 1v2 situation. Luckily, he was only dealing with Zorn and Arts, who don't have the damage necessarily to really threaten his life. So he can just stand there, tank the wave, and just wait a little longer for the rest of his team to come online here. They're going to be back. But Geek Fam still ahead in terms of net worth. This is going to be an uphill climb for Todak if they want to bring this game back against their opponents and secure a safer position here in this lower bracket match.
I don't think there is any safe location here. I don't think there is any comfort to be found. Zorn now in trouble as Formaze has been hunting for him. Zorn is able to return back to dominance with the guiding winds. However, losing priority over the Lord is not a good idea. Arts now in some trouble as Moy continues to anchor down into the enemy blue side jungle.
Oh, Momo keep things alive, but Todak, they have to get this wrong. In this case, Formaze, they open things up. They got Zorn. That's going to be 40 seconds on the sidelines here. Geek Fam, without Zorn, they might crumble here. Formaze is going to make the play. They force Maima back to the base. Guess what? Lord is up for grabs, and here they go. Todak, they are fighting against Geek Fam. Can they do this without Maima? And it seems like they are crumbling. Panda goes for Daytona's welcome, but here comes the Lord take. It is going to be secured by Moy. Todak, they're doing it. They're shutting them down. Geek Fam, they have to back off.
Geek Fam now playing from the back foot here. Their composition does not scale that well into the late game. They had the superiority during the early stages and made full use of it. But Todak, managing to hold down, have completely evened up the net worth. They are now even, and that is going to be a triple kill as well. If you guys want some Land of Dawn loots, make sure to hashtag RiseUp with your most creative comment in the comments below to stand a chance to win a random elite skin. But now this game could reach the end very, very soon with this Luminous Lord pushing down the bottom lane.
Just look at that bad boy strut as Todak, after having some crippling early to mid-game, now reach the later parts. 18 minutes. This is their time to shine as they are looking to crack open the next inhibitor. Lord is there.
A mage side lane Garukacha hits hard.
Well, let's see what emblems that he's going to bring to the table. For all we know, it could just be just a regular tank, and we just haven't seen the switch happen just yet. Again, the first time we've seen Garukacha actually been whipped out in a situation like this, especially if it's coming in from Moon, was M2. And a lot of people gave them so much hate for it at the end of the day. It was an innovative strategy that didn't exactly work out. Maybe they've refined it a little bit more. Hopefully, that's what wins them the game and knocks Geek Fam out. Geek Fam hoping that their new science ain't gonna bring them that glory.
But without further ado, let's get on with the game here. We return once again to the Land of Dawn in the game 2 of our first series today. Geek Fam on the blue side going up against Todak on the red side. Todak currently 1 game up. Will Geek Fam be able to avoid elimination?
Well, looks like it is going to be a tank Garukacha. I was expecting a little bit more than this, but of course, I'm a little bit curious here because right now, does Todak have enough damage to burn through the backlines of Geek Fam? Because if you think about it here, Moy is going for support emblems, Momo also support, and Moon going for a tank emblem here.
Moon playing a tank Garukacha. If Todak wasn't already hard to predict, they've just made it even more ridiculous here. Moon playing on the tank role. This is definitely something we don't see often. We'll see whether or not he's going to be able to pull it off. You see, Art's trying to do some damage here, but Flicker already being expended, but he gets caught by Momo. Will he get out? Nope. First blood goes over to the glue for the side of Todak.
That's why okay, I'm not entirely sure why Arts decided to make a move like that. There was no real need to. After he saw that his teammates got out, he didn't have to try anything too deep, but unfortunately he gets punished for it, so you can't say too much about that. But Zorn continuing to be annoying, stealing away camps from Formace as much as he can. As long as his retribution isn't up, Zorn can steal away. And now Formace, he's going to be running on top of Zorn for now. He's already lunged 2 times to cut right on top of Zorn. The puncture works out, and the Thorn Rose is going to disrespect.
Very, very well played by Formace there, and just gonna recall a little bit on his face. I think this Lancelot pickup was just in order to deal with a potential Natalia pick here, because he does have a lot of damage in the early game.
You know, you guys talk about unpredictable about Todak, right? You know what's another unpredictable fact? Chiku on the side lanes and Formace actually in the jungle.
Yep. I mean, they're switching things up, and I think it's rather smart because I guess Chiku is feeling like he needs something a little bit more reliable, and he can't deal with the pressure that Zorn puts out. Formace might change that. Here comes the Sky Guardian's Avatar landing on the perfect target. Dominus dropping the real world manipulation to try and take him out. Moon in a little bit of trouble, but he knows he's outside of the box, so he's safe. Formace now going for his prime target. Dominus flickers away for safety.
Yeah, there's a clutch moment here, but Formace is not out yet here. Meanwhile, Panda is going to be jumping off on the backlines as well. Moon is going to try to provide a little bit of assist, but Chiku is there. But little did they know, here comes Zorn. Hello, hello. You've got no brilliance, and he's going to go down. Easy kill coming in from Zorn.
That's gonna be the Geek Fam's first kill of the game here. Certainly something you don't want when you have a Natalia on your team. They want to be able to exert a little more pressure here, but Todak, already seeing that strategy once, isn't gonna fall for it again, and they are making sure to punish Geek Fam as much as possible. But that is going to be our first blood bounty. Once again, guys, we have free 6-piece chicken nuggets if you use the MPL Nugget code. Make sure to use that so you don't miss out on these special deals like that kill we saw earlier.
Oh boy, they can make kills happen out of nowhere sometimes, but let's see whether or not they're going to be able to pull things back like Todak did in game 1. Geek Fam continuing to get pushed out of their own lanes. It's not looking good.
Yep, and as of now, Todak, they're playing a little bit safe. Here comes the real world manipulation. Dominance instantly gets died down, but there's so much damage. Zorn was already raining behind. They took down Formace, but Moon, he forced them out as well. He's going to go in for the jump. Can they take down Zorn? Yes, they can, and Moon still survives. Formace going to be challenging against Mima in a 1v1. He's down to the last health, but Mima goes in for the clutch. Attacks away, gets the additional bonus damage, takes him down, and that's gonna be Todak's downfall in that particular fight.
Oh, that was so nice by Maima, quickly using the Retribution on top of Formaze before rondoing backwards so that Formaze couldn't follow up. He already used the lunge, he already used his Thorn Rose as well. He knew he was on cooldown. Great outplay from Maima.
That fight looked to be a little bad for Geek Fam in the beginning. It didn't seem like that play was as wise as, however, they were able to turn it around. But Zorn once again getting caught out. Already popped. Chiku going to be able to get over the Moi there. Very good use of the guiding winds, going to allow the rest of Todak to escape from the clutches of Geek Fam.
So nice, so nicely done here. And right now they're really abusing the gliding winds as much as they can. Chiku now in trouble. He dies at the end of the day from the help of Panda as well as Maima. Moi and Formaze are here to say hello. Dominus waiting to drop the box. Is he going to drop the box? Is he going to drop the box? Here we go. He's already got that first damage and he saves his ult, allowing the Rondo and the Death Sonata. Oh, sorry, not even the, even the Death Sonata as well to connect. Momo now taking a good amount of damage here for now, but he will try to disrupt, pulling Dominus backwards. Doesn't work out instead. Now Momo needs to run and Moon has to save his back.
Oh, Todak right now here. The idea of having triple tanks here trying to soak through the real world manipulation is smart, but they just lack so much damage here. Moi is trying his best to support the team, but as of now, Chiku being focused down from the Zorn is pretty much the game plan for Geek Fam if they want to go in for the win. However, Turtle being contested once again, it's going to be Geek Fam that takes the win. But a massive taunt comes in, they catch two, they shut down Maima, and here comes the jump on top of Dominus. Just like that, they lose two. Dominus might be next, and there's going to be a triple kill coming for Formaze. Zorn is going to be backing out, but Panda is there. But here comes Zorn, he saves the day, he takes him down, but at the same time, Todak, do they have the damage to continue?
Looks like Zorn in a bit of trouble here. Flicker from Momo trying to jump on top of the Natalia. Moi following up. Will they be able to find him? There's just too much movement speed here. And now Moi stuck in the smoke screen. He's the one in trouble now. Soaring Eagle comes out on top of Zorn. Will they be able to find him? Oh, the wind bring him down to the tiniest sliver of HP. Zorn will survive that engagement. Moi has to recall here, taking quite a bit of damage. Panda going in on Momo, but they're probably just going to clear the wave here. The glue is not gonna go down anytime soon.
Yeah, he is a thick boy. Momo is such a thick boy. It is tough to say, but it's time for the land of Dawn Loots. The triple kill has occurred so quickly. It's time to come up with some creative comments with the hashtag #RiseUp.
Yep, thank you Formaze for making that happen here, because a random winner right now on the comments will be walking with a brand new random elite skins. However, the game continues. Todak taking the lead here, but seems like Geek Fam, they have their win condition. They're losing a little bit of objectives down bottom, but aside from that, there's just been a bloodbath every single time.
Chiku here, cutting the wave in the bottom lane. Todak ahead in terms of net worth by 1k. Certainly not a gap that Geek Fam can't make up, but this is looking to be a very different result from game one, especially with Dominus getting sniped out there. Zorn, he sees Formaze, that's a juicy target for him, but will they find it? Yes, Panda finishes the kill onto the enemy jungler. Death Sonata finds the kill onto Moi as well. Geek Fam find two. Moon charging up Unbreakable, gets the taunt on top of Panda, probably won't be able to do too much with it. Art's gonna be able to chase them away. Momo joining him here in the mid lane, but I think both teams gonna disengage from that. Geek Fam get a very good 2 kills from Todak.
Yeah, at some point, Todak's got to realize the biggest threat here is not just the Eve, it is actually Maima as well as Panda. And just like that, they've been losing a lot of fights by overcommitting the stage. They're buying time for Chiku to come up online, but it's only a Lunox. He just got his Lightning Trunket. However, Maima is getting harder and harder. Likewise, coming from Zorn here, coming from Geek Fam.
For now, it's going to slow down. That's why I think it's going to happen. Because again, Lord is going to be coming up in about 102 seconds. And on top side, bottom side actually, real world manipulation comes out as Arts tries to buy some time to get away. Moon goes down and Moi commits to the Soaring Eagle. That's going to send him to an early grave. Chiku cannot get in on this fight.
Yeah, this might be it here coming from Todak. It seems like the win condition from Geek Fam is going to be coming up line, because the longer this game drags out, the stronger they will get. As compared to the previous game, Todak had a slight window of opportunity here, but right now, Formaze, he's doing his best to dish out damage, but at the same time, there's only so much he can do. There's just so much damage that's being dished out coming from Geek Fam. Look at the items right here.
We do have to know Todak, their lineup now in this game is definitely weaker in terms of scaling compared to game 1. So that means if they do bring this to the late game, Geek Fam has a much better chance compared to the previous game to be able to secure the victory. Now we see something happening in the top lane. Panda getting surrounded by 3 members of Todak, but Maima as well as Zorn come in to get some backup. They will take Chiku out, but Maima loses his life in exchange. The rest of Todak come in. Dominus absolutely obliterated, shredded to pieces by Formaze with the Torn Rose there. That's gonna be a 1-for-2 kill here. Are they done yet? Zorn in trouble now. They find him. Is he going down? Yes, mega kill for Momo. 4-0 on the glue. They're not done yet. Panda still going in. He has to back out there. Formaze, too much damage.
You know, I take that back here because it seems like Todak was struggling in terms of damage, but if Geek Fam decides to take 1-by-1 fights here, well, regardless of damage, you are gonna die. And it seems like Geek Fam, they might have just thrown away their lead, because this is gonna be Todak trying to abuse the fact they've got massive kills across the board. Meanwhile, they are trying their best to hold down the middle turret as long as they can for the next Lord fight here coming from Geek Fam.
Yeah, no, it's smart because, again, mid-tier 1 is by far one of the most important tower positions and structures in the game, mainly because it keeps that jungle entrance safe. And now, Moi getting some good hits here from the side of Geek Fam, but he doesn't go down just yet. Moon walks in, he face checks, and they need to start breaking this tier 1, then they have access to the purple. Before Mace, he instantly jacks away the purple buff, and now Dominus looking to punish his Zorn, gets it to the back line. Real world manipulation is working out. Electo final blow just to put icing on that cake. Momo positions out to move away from Panda, but Arts, he's slowing them down, and now Geek Fam will be able to take full control over the Lord Pit.
Zorn, he's looking for Moon here. Does he find him? He does, but beautiful Unbreakable from Moon will prevent Zorn from being able to finish off the Gatot Kata. He will be able to back up there. Chiku doing a lot of damage to Arts, but he doesn't realize Zorn has moved on over to the mid lane, gets the kill onto Chiku, having a bad time here. Momo now in trouble. Uses split. He will be able to get a lot of regeneration from this. He's going to be able to hop onto Arts, drags him under the tier 1 tower. The Uranus is falling down. The taunt keeps him in spot just for a little bit longer, and that means that Arts is gonna go down yet again for the side of Geek Fam here. Zorn, he could be in trouble. He is looking for Formaze. That's a lot of damage. Torn Rose allows him to get out with the invincibility frames. And Moon now in trouble here. He's gonna have to use the Avatar of the Guardian in order to get out of that fight.
Oh my goodness, how does Todak does this here? Oh, Formaze! He manages to snipe down Zorn. That's gonna be the most important kill right now to buy enough space here, but nevertheless, Todak, despite losing a massive fight, how does Momo does this? Because he's been able to set up insane kills here. Dragging on the tier 1 for that setup was phenomenal, but now the dream is still alive for Todak. But at the same time, Geek Fam, they are in the lead for now.
So far, I mean, even though they are in the lead, it's kind of anybody's game, right? The biggest difference is going to be the structures. Geek Fam has been able to push Todak in every single time. They're 3 towers ahead, and Todak somehow haven't been able to get as much profit in these fights, and they're trying to maneuver around it, but so far Panda's been doing a great job cleaning up the side lanes.
We do have to give props to Geek Fam here. They're doing very well against Todak. Todak, we know them for a team that has solid performances, and their gameplay is always something to see. Geek Fam being able to put up this good of a fight against them goes to show those 3 weeks between the regular season weren't for nothing. Moon here, he finds Dominus as well as Maima, gets the taunt onto him. Dominus has to use the flicker. Chiku almost gets sniped by Zorn in the backline, but now Zorn, the one, is going to get taken out instead.
It seems like a repeat here coming from game 1. Zorn is trying his best, but finally Todak, they realize that Zorn is going to be the weakest hero in the pool to take down. It's going to be the biggest threat from the side of Geek Fam once again, but this time, seems like they take down Zorn. Arts is going to make a little bit of space here from the side of Todak. He's going to try and make a fight happen, work to make space for the next Lord fight, but nothing much has happening here coming from both these teams. Meanwhile, Panwa is going to try and buy a little bit of space, but Todak, they can't seem to take a head-on fight and force the fight against Geek Fam just because Zorn is down for the count. But now, with Zorn back up in the picture here, Geek Fam, they are going to be in go time here, and the rest of Todak, they are backing out of the fights now.
Yep, they can't afford to fight right now, especially since the next objective is about to spawn. 75 more seconds on the clock. They need to start getting that pressure. They cannot afford to let these waves be shoved into their inhibitors, because then that puts them at a, between a rock and a hard place. You could give up Lord or the turtle, but losing an inhibitor turret is very significant.
And I think right now, at this stage of the game, obviously Zorn on the Natalia is very squishy. It's very easy for him to get taken out in a few hits there. Formase using the Torn Rose invincibility after realizing that the Natalia is in the area. Panda gets haunted by the Guitar Catcher. Electro Final Blow is used, but won't be able to run away from the clutches of Todak. Maima almost losing his life as collateral, half his HP gone in a single attack from Formase.
What is that damage coming from Formase? Yeah, I take that back. He's going to be hitting like a truck here because as of now, Geek Fam, they lose Panda. They are going to be losing a lot of map control. And this time, Toda, they're going to be clearing up the creep waves potentially to try and set up for the Lord fight. However, Geek Fam, their response is send up Uranus and Zorn down top and mid to cut the creep waves.
Proxy, proxy, proxy. That way you just have to focus on the most important structures, which is going to be down on bot side. Formase, he sees Maima, but he doesn't pull the trigger just yet, giving a false sense of security as the Lord now turns luminous.
Yeah, Formase was sitting in that bush for a long time, like a predator in the night, but Zorn gets a sneaky inhibitor kill in the top lane here. That's going to be very valuable for Geek Fam. They might be behind in terms of kills, but they're making up for it in objectives here. That means that the top lane is going to be in Geek Fam's favor for the next few minutes.
I do want to see that, though. I do want to see how these next few minutes are going to start panning out, because, again, Glue is starting to run out of his relevance. He is going to start getting punished later on to this game. If we could have a look at the items just to see where Moon is at as of right now, because I think he is, Formase and Chiku. So Moy is the one who died the most, but Moon, he is really difficult to get past, but once you have the right items, then it will work out. The question is, did he get magic resist, or did he just spam stack armor?
Yeah, it's going to be tough to decide right now here, but Moy, he does have the immortality. It seems like Toda, they are setting up for this immortality plays here. They've got one on Formase, they got one on Moon, they've got one on Moy, so they're going to be playing the long-term game. Meanwhile, while Ars is cutting the creep wave here, Toda is already trying to force the fight here down towards Lord. Is it going to be the reset coming in here? Zorn is waiting for the right moment to go for the strike, as well as you get Chiku, who is down towards Haofel. The rest of Toda, they're diving onto Meima. Momo is going to go for the finish as well, but Chiku will be the first one to fall. Geek Fam will retaliate as Toda, they can't really do too much. Momo is down to his last health. Zorn is looking for the finish. Is Momo going to die? Yes, he will, and that's going to be giving them the kills towards Meima to get up to some farm, but Toda, they messed up their play. They don't have any utilities now, and they have to back out.
Good job by Momo, though, distracting them for long enough for the remaining members of Todak to get out. However, now that the Lord is being threatened, Todak do need to deal with this. A two-man taunt from Moon there, going to keep Arts and Dominus off of the objective, and the Lord has to be reset as Maima realizes there could be a threat looming there. Formase hiding in the bush once again. He wants to see if he can pick off the squishies. Maima taking a lot of damage from the Lord swipe. Gets knocked up as well. If Maima's not careful, he could get sniped out here. But Formase dropping really low, really quickly. Real world manipulation already dropped. In the meantime, in the back line, looks like we have a fight going on. Maima dropping really low against the Lord. Looks like we see Moon trying to go in to see if he can get the kill. Oh no, the Lord gets the kill on the sword. Panda dropping really low as well. Moon! Moon, you monster, gets the Lord! After all of that, after the efforts from Geek Fam, the Lord is stolen from under their noses. Arts loses his immortality. The Chiku's darkening here, and it looks like he's going to go down. Winner Trunkian just serves to prolong his suffering.
Oh, what a clutch there coming from Moon. Just buying enough time. Just him being there. Geek Fam kind of messed around with it as well. Take a little bit too much damage against the Lord. And just like that, they managed to win the win fight as well. Because right now, Geek Fam, they're at risk of being eliminated here. Toda, they're trying to end the game. They're going for the best. Panda and Dominus, can they do all they can? No, they cannot. Dominus will bow. Panda is going to try and cut up the creep waves here. Can he buy enough time? Zorn's going to be coming out in 4 seconds. Mayma as well. Toda, they're going for a star fight here, but the Lord is knocking down with the crystal. Here comes the aggressive Geek Fam. Can they defend this? Do they have the damage? No, they do not. Toda, they're doing it. The crystals are coming in, and Toda remains the victorious ones as they defend and prevail as they will advance in towards the next stage.
Nice.